Hi, everybody. Welcome to Pace Studio on the Road. We're live at Arlyn Studios in Austin, Texas with Jamie Lynn Wilson. Jamie Lynn Wilson, it's great to see you again.
It's so good to see you. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, of course. You guys sound great. Scott, you sound tremendous. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to hear a lot of your music from across the catalog. We're going to hear Trisha's song. We're going to hear a couple from the most recent record, Jumping Over Rocks. And we are going to hear a fourth that was recorded in this very room.
Yeah.
And it's about to be again.
I love this room.
Yeah. What do you feel like doing first today?
We're going to do Eyes for You. That's off Jumping Over Rocks. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Don't look at me now. I've seen this before. Set your eyes on one. Drop her dead on the floor. You're handsome and charming. It's almost alarming. Surely a waste of time. Hey, look at me now. Do you see what you did? You went and you found all the things that I hid, and you brought them to light with a laugh and a fight, like a wild and mischievous kid. Yeah, I know your kind, it's just like mine. Hey, look at the trees, how they move in the breeze, how they shine in the light like they do. No, I'm not afraid of the things that you say, and I'll tell you what you want me to. Well, it seems I've got eyes for you. Oh, the melody moves on the words that you choose, and you
Yeah. Happy Friday morning to you. Thank you for doing this, man.
That maybe was an uneducated decision to sing that one this very first.
With the capo. Did you have the capo on there for that song?
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially it could have been down 2 frets.
I could have, but then Scott would have had to relearn. Well, he has a capo too.
Scott is a professional, though, I've heard.
Scott is a professional. He's my producer.
That's debatable.
All right.
Yeah, so we made that song that we just recorded, and we did Jumping Over Rocks here in this studio, and we did the one that I'm gonna do later, Teetotal Tommy, we did here too.
How cool.
With Scott.
Does when you do record together, does it look similar to this? Is it everybody in a room, or are you using the ISO booths and all the stuff around here?
We were all in this room right here.
Yeah.
Well, except for Jamie.
I was
who
across
out
that
west.
window, but everybody else is in here.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the reason that we picked this place. I mean, one of them, like, I just wanted somewhere that we could go live and not do overdubs at all. So, like, everybody's bleeding over, and everybody's in this one room and you know, feeling, and the whole song is breathing together as one, rather than like, let's cut the bass track.
Yeah.
Let's cut the, hey, we can do Teetotal Tommy now
Sure.
that we're talking about this. Is that cool?
Amazing. I love
Call
that
an
song.
audible? Can we just call an audible?
Yeah, please
and
do
switch
literally
some-
whatever you want.
So yeah, I love this room, and I think that it's got all the vibe.
Definitely got that.
It's got all the vibe.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
The pictures look the coolest of anything.
Yeah.
So last year, before everything shut down,
It's like a
before that
week
was, it was
before-
like a week before the rumbling started happening. We came in here and we cut three, right? 3 songs, and I wanted them to be covers because I never do that. And I wanted them to be a little bit out of my comfort zone so that I could see what I wanted to go, I write in this tiny little thing, and I want to see what will happen if we do something that's on either end of those things. And so we found this song. This is a Mickey Newberry song, and I'm a huge Mickey Newberry fan, and I had never heard this song before. I don't know how it just had managed to skip over me all of those years, but whenever I was listening through his catalog for songs for this session, I just kind of stumbled upon this one and then went, oh, that's it, and I sent it to Scott. And I think it was even just like the day before the session. I was already in Austin whenever I sent it.
Yeah, we had something else slated to do, I think.
Yeah.
And we scrapped it.
Yeah, and so anyway, this song is called Teetotal Tommy. You want to count it off?
1, 2, 3, 4.
To the sad-eyed, misinterpreted, hung-up child of clay. So the drunken poet's pretty words didn't help you find your way. Was it your mistake for thinking that he was born before his time? Or was it his for thinking he might save you with his flimsy rhyme? Teetotal Tommy took a toke of tea, black cat's backing up a big oak tree, tick-tock's ticking out of tune on time, last words looking for a chance to rhyme, saw fish swimming in the seesaw sea, but me, I'm only looking. So many with no place tonight, the sleepy heads to lay. With pen in hand, I take a stand. I got nothing deep to say. Some words are better left to whisper only to the wind. Some men kill with bullets, Lord. Others use a pen. Sidewalks singing of a troubled time. Small talks marching to a nursery rhyme. Day trippers tripping on a morning high. Stopwatch watching for a chance to die. Bad dogs barking up an empty tree. But me, I'm only crying. Tommy took a toke of tea. Black cats backing up a big oak tree. Tick-tock sticking out of tune on time. Last words looking for a line to rhyme. Sawfish swimming in the seesaw sea. But me, oh, sidewalk singing of a troubled time. Small talks marching to a nursery rhyme. Day trippers tripping on a morning high. Stopwatch watching for a chance to die. Bad dogs barking up an empty tree. But me, I'm only crying. La, da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I like that song a lot. And I know the name Mickey Newberry. I don't know much of anything about Mickey Newberry. Can you tell us more about that artist? What was or
Well, you
is
probably know his name from Newberry's Train Songs and Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain.
I do know that song.
In that line, that's Mickey Newberry that he's talking about. But he wrote, I mean, he was so expansive in his genres. He wrote See What Condition My Condition Was In.
Oh, okay.
And he also wrote American Trilogy, like that Elvis Presley huge thing.
Yeah.
But he was kind of the inspiration behind like the outlaw movement. So he is the one that convinced Guy Clark to move to Nashville. He was kind of admired and idolized by people like Townes Van Zandt and Chris Christopherson and Rodney Crowell, and the fact that our generation of Americana country singer songwriters doesn't really know that much about him is really interesting to me, because I'm not sure if it's by choice. I'm not sure if he went, you know what?
Sure. Fade into the
You know,
shrubbery.
like-
yeah.
Kind of fade. I'm not sure that he wanted all that recognition, but if you talk to any of those guys, like Willie and Waylon, like those guys went, you mean we don't have to record on Music Row in a studio? And he's like, no, I just cut a record in somebody's garage. And they're like, oh, cool. Can we grow our beards out too and like move to Texas? And
Yeah.
it kind of like spurred this nonconformist thing. And anyway, there's a couple books out about him. Brian Atkinson just wrote one that's really great. So maybe we'll have a revolution.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a good
resurgence.
crowd watching right now. The internet is happy, and we're at least spreading the word to the 3 people in this room right
Yes.
now, and to the
Great,
many people on
great.
the other side of those lenses. Do you remember
Awesome.
specifically what it is about that song that really, really compelled you to it? Because there's millions of great songs out there. What was it in particular about Teetotal Tommy that really drew you in?
Number one, the groove is the first thing that got me, because if you listen to the full band version, like the bass line's really strange and the groove is a little off, but it has this pocket that makes you go, whoa, what's happening there? I don't know if
We thought it'd be cool. It'd be a good song to cut with the
band that we had specifically. Yeah. And then lyrically, I was kind of in a place myself where I wasn't writing a whole bunch, and I was just kind of going, I don't know, let's just see if something sparks some sort of creativity. And I listened to that song, and to me, what it said to me at the time was, all these people that are trying so hard. Teetotal Tommy took a toke of tea. Black cat back in a big oak tree, tick-tock, ticking out a toot on time. Like all these people that are going, this is poetic, but it's not. Like this guy who doesn't do drugs just did drugs to see what's happening. Like, and then he's like, but me, I'm only crying. Like, I'm only looking. Like, I don't know, And I went, me too. Me too. And I don't know if that's really what it means or not. Who knows? So many people are like, can you tell me what that song means? I'm like, no.
Nope.
I can tell you what it meant to me at the time.
Yeah.
And that's still, every time I listen to it, I'm like, yep, still holds true. That's still what I think.
Nice. Well,
Still
thank
what
you
I'm
so much
hearing.
for sharing the music and for the Mickey Newberry lesson. And so
Yeah.
I've got an artist to dive into even deeper. That's one of the most fun things about these sessions.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Of
And
course.
we're going to hear a lot of your music still. We're only halfway through.
We're
There's
only
2 more
halfway
songs
through.
coming up. What do you feel like doing third today?
Let's do Trisha's.
Okay.
You said whenever we walked in that Kelly McWee had just come in here a couple days ago.
Yeah. And I talked to Savannah like 2 days ago.
And you talked to Savannah. And so, yeah, I feel like doing a Trisha song. Let's do a little. And Kelly, if y'all don't know, it plays with Shiny Ribs now. She's one of the Shiny Ribs soul sisters.
Yeah. And then just by coincidence, Ray Wiley Hubbard right after that.
Yeah, she does all those Next Waltz videos. She's just such a great singer, and she just she's putting out another record, like her own solo record. So you should call her back and get her to do one by herself. 'Cause her
We'll
songs
stay
are really
late, man.
good.
Kelly was the best. We'll add a 5th session tonight.
I know. Come on with it. So this is a song that we cut on the Trisha's record, and I wrote this song with Evan Felker from the Turnpike Troubadours. I know he's done one of y'all's
Oh, yeah. A couple.
before too. And this song is called Little Sweet Cigars. Well, I recall it clearly like I'm seeing it today. I never felt a thing until you looked at me that way. Until I touched your skin, until you turned and walked away. But I recall it clearly like I'm seeing it today. Your skin, it smelled of sweat and smoke and little sweet cigars. Ceiling stained with years of troubled hearts and covered scars. Your hand had held my own right through the corridor of cars. Led me to the world of wishing wells and shooting stars. I could have told you, darling, it would end up like this. When you're kissed by a fool, you're fooled by a kiss. And I believed you, baby, and your silver lion tongue. You were handsome and older, I was foolish and young. Well, we drove on through the night into that sticky Texas heat. The moon was bright and shined down upon the vinyl seats. The low light had you looking like a lover in a dream. You talked to me like I was something more than 17. I could have told you, darling, it would end up like this. When you're kissed by a fool, fooled by a kiss. I believed you, baby, and your through a lonely window frame. In the faded stars, I wish that I could just forget your name. Cut you from my past, cut the candle from the flame. But to look back at it now, I might have done it all the same. And I could have told you, darling, it would end up like this. When you're kissed by a fool, you're fooled by a kiss. I believed you, baby, and your silver lining tongue. You were handsome and older, I was foolish and young. Oh, I believed you, baby, and your silver lining tongue. You were handsome and older, I was foolish and young.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Man, so you are clearly busy and you've got family stuff going on. You've got all the songwriting and recording going on. What are your current thoughts on touring? Are you out there in the world? Are there plans? Are there publicly announced shows coming up in the near future?
Yeah, I've been out. This weekend it's private. You know, that's kind of what started happening whenever we all came off the road. Was whenever it started to open back up, people are like, you want to just come play in my backyard?
Yeah.
Like, yes, I do. I want to do that. So I've got that this weekend, or today and tomorrow, and then also tomorrow night and Sunday, I'll be in Green. So just down the road in New Braunfels.
At the, what is it, Green
the
Hall?
Green Cottages is on Saturday night. It's a really cool place where they have these hotel rooms and then a big courtyard in the middle. And they have a stage and invite, like they started selling tickets now. And it's a really cool outdoor, chill kind of event. And then the hall on Sunday, they're having an event there where there's probably like 8 or 9 of us that are going and playing the Green Wine and Music Festival. I think that's what it is still. They might have canceled the actual, that big thing.
But there will
that's
be
what
wine.
It's for. Yes, there will be wine.
Good.
It's a 21 and up event, so I think there might be sampling some things. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah,
Seems
and then,
likely. Are there regional or national plans in place?
yeah, I've got next weekend. I go to Houston, and then a festival for the sequestered songwriters up in Fort Worth, and then I go to like Salt Lake City and to Fort Collins, Colorado with Todd Snyder. So I've been doing Todd Snyder gigs.
That'll be fun.
Those are so fun.
Yeah.
I wish that you could come to Todd shows with me because it's a really interesting opening gig because the crowd that he has cultivated over the years is very accepting of anybody that he invites into the fold.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, if they think that she can come open, then we should listen to her. Rather than, you know, you go open for other people and they're like, this is when I go get my beers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Todd's crowd is, they want you to win. Like they're rooting for you from the beginning. So I've done probably 4 or 5 of those shows with him.
That's awesome,
And
man. That's
every time it's so fun.
How frequently does he wear shoes these days? Like what
He wears
percentage of the time?
shoes.
All the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen a barefoot show yet.
Really?
That
Yeah,
was
I
almost
think that-
exclusively my Todd Snyder experience in
I've
years
never seen
back.
him wearing shoes.
I
Yeah.
think that, I mean, I could be wrong. This is a live stream, so, you know, who knows. But I think that he was advised to start wearing shoes.
That makes sense.
That's what I'm gathering.
Nice, man. Well, have fun between all of those. That sounds amazing.
It's
and
really great.
travel safely, please, and we'll look out for each other's health and safety and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And travel safely, and we'll see you again. I know there's more music still. There's
I
a
got
fourth
one more
song.
song for you.
Yeah. What do you feel like doing fourth today?
Well, I think that my kids are watching me today at school.
And I hope that they are, because I sent the link to their teacher. So I'm gonna, and this is the time of year for this song. So this is a song that was inspired by my daughter, a picture of my daughter as she was reacting to the first big cold front that was coming in to Texas a few years ago. It's coming. I think next week it's gonna dip.
We'll see.
We'll see. It'll get into the low 80s, I think, next week. But there's this magical thing that happens every year whenever the first big cold breeze blows through, and it's my favorite thing that happens, being a native Texan. It's really hot still here, always. And so I got all the kids outside, and I was like, come outside, let's go. It's going to get cold for a second. And so we go out with our blankets, and Maggie was almost 2, and she ran out into the backyard, and she looked at that huge cloud. It was covering up the whole north side, and she was like shaking her little fist at it. And I took a picture of her doing that, and I thought that this song was going to be about like this, kind of David and Goliath type thing, like this little tiny thing taking on this big, huge cloud. But 2.5 years after I wrote the first verse, I still didn't have a song. And we came in here to this studio, and it was like probably after the first day, maybe even the second day, I went back across the street to Austin Motel, and I got that picture out, and I looked at it, and I played this song, and then the rest of it just kind of came out. And the next day I walked in here, I was like, Scott, I think I have a song. And we sat in there and we worked it out, and we recorded it that day. And here we are now. But this song's called In a Wink.
Did you enjoy the clouds as much as Maggie did this morning? I don't know that anybody could. Pointing and laughing at the faces they were forming, waiting on the rain and feeling good. And did you feel the cool air as those clouds were passing over, coming down with autumn in the wind? Showed up right on time here in the middle of October, feeling like your long lost closest friend. If I'm dreaming, let me sleep. It all feels so real to me. And I die each time I think how there's a lifetime in a wink. Hands of time upon us as we watch the fire burning, flames turn into embers into ash. And I know nothing I can do can keep the clock from slowly turning, but I wish that I could only ask. If I'm dreaming, let me sleep. It all feels so real to me. And I die each time I think how there's a lifetime in a wink. Photographs and memories are one inside the other, memorizing moments in your mind. But I got one of Maggie as those clouds are passing over, reaching out her arms up to the sky. If I'm dreaming, let me sleep. It all feels so real to me. And I die each time I think how there's a lifetime. If I'm dreaming, let me sleep. It all feels so real to me. And I die each time I think how there's a lifetime in a wink.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Jamie Lynn Wilson, it is always wonderful to see you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing it, and travel safely. Have a great time at Green Cottages, you said?
Cottages and,
And
the,
then the
hall
hall.
and the there's lots of there.
Yeah, cool. Well, enjoy it. Scott, thank you very much for coming and playing. And
thank
yeah, we'll see you. Don't know when it's going to be, but we'll see you next time in
Yeah.
some other